Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. This week we are memory keeping Valentine's week, which was February 14th through the 20th. I used this super cute kit from ScribblePrintsCo, and now I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it was like love hearts or candy hearts, something along those lines, I think. As well as this foil bundle from Moonlight Paper Co. That was, I'm pretty sure they're both one of those. Like one of them is love hearts and one is candy hearts, something like that. But it's just this really cute one. It's all hollow. It came with these super cute underlays, which you see me putting down here. Very busy, but I just thought they were so cute, and they worked so perfectly with this kit. I knew the moment I saw the foil bundle that I wanted to use it, and I was hoping to be able to use it for Valentine's week. And there's a couple like little elements of the candy hearts in this kit, so I just thought it was really cute to tie it all in together. And this was actually my first time using a foil bundle from Moonlight Paper Co. So it was kind of like a trial run, but I definitely know that I want to use more foil bundles from them in the future, because this one was just a lot of fun, and it comes with everything that I needed. It came with overlays, underlays, glitter header overlays, washi overlays, all that. So it also came with scripts and icons and things. So yeah. Along with those, I also used a couple of Plannahannah overlays, a couple of quote overlays, and things like that. So in the sidebar, I used 2 quote overlays, Seek to be whole, not perfect, and Sad bitch but a bad bitch. And then on the girl on Wednesday, I used the hearts overlay. I can't remember exactly who all of these are, because these are all from freebies, so I can't remember exactly whose they're all on, but I know the hearts are on Carly Plan's freebie, and I want to say the Sad bitch but a bad bitch might be Alt Girl Plans, but I'm not positive. But yeah, so this is probably the last video that will go up during my term for being on Plannahannah's PR team. I think, because this should be going up Thursday, I think this might actually be the last day that I am part of her team. So make sure and get that order in today and use the code SHAY15 to get 15% off, or if you're buying things that are already on sale, just put my name in the notes to seller and you will still get my freebie for the last time, which I have personally loved using my freebie. So yeah, I think that is now all that I have to say about the base and the kit and everything. Let me know if you used this kit, or if you've used Moonlight Paper Co. foil bundles, because I've kind of just been introduced to her shop, and I'm definitely going to be making more purchases in the future. But yeah, let me know if you used this kit. This was some of my favorite art that came out. I think this one might be exclusive to SPC, so this was one of my favorites that came out this year for Valentine's Day. It's just super cute, and purple is my favorite color, and I think one kind of not common, or not as common, like duo is purple and red, but honestly I feel like it's really cute. I actually am still going around with the idea of maybe doing my hair purple and like a very dark red. I just think it would look so cute. But let me know what you think. Should I do that? Should I do red and purple hair? I know it's different. I don't think I've seen anyone with red and purple hair, but you know, why not be different? I think it'd be very fun. So anyway, with all that being said, I guess we can just get into the day by day, because this was a pretty busy week, it looks like. I used a lot of little things. So I'm not really sure why it was so busy, but let's just get into the day by day, I guess. So first thing that I marked on Monday was, of course, that it was Valentine's Day. I can't remember if I've actually been marking, like, in the weekly spreads, if, like, that it's a holiday. No, for New Year's Eve and New Year's, I didn't mark it, but I've been marking it in, like, the monthlies that I do. But this day I marked that it was Valentine's Day. And then I marked that I had some time with my boyfriend in the morning. I watched some Outlander this day. I did some reading, and I read, so I started the book Games We Play. I cannot remember who it's by, but it's a very short, just like smutty book about like a hidden identity gamer who wears a mask when he streams, and he has like this super deep, like, seductive voice, so he will like play to people's fantasies with his voice. I don't know, it was different, but I had been gifted this book by someone. I did like a Galentine's book exchange with a group of friends on Instagram, and so I was gifted this book, and so I decided, I had gotten it like a couple days before, like maybe 2 days before or something, but I decided, since it was such a short read, that I would try and read the whole thing on Valentine's Day, and I did. It was very short and quick. It wasn't my favorite thing ever, but it was a nice, fun, quick read. I didn't dislike it. It wasn't all the things that I'm super into. So, yeah. Like, I'm trying to remember it. I don't know how to, like, explain it. I don't know, I guess, like, the kink would be, but, like, he would just call her, like, his pet and stuff, and he was just very dominant, and I don't know, it wasn't my favorite thing to read, but it wasn't terrible, and like I said, it was a super quick read, so that's always good. So I was able to read it all within that one day. Then on to the second part of the day, I marked that I got In-N-Out, which I think I mentioned this in my last plan with me. I kind of miss In-N-Out. Like, I just want to be able to go and get it sometimes when I'm craving it. And I can't now that I've moved, because I'm no longer in California. I'm no longer on the West Coast, and so I can't get In-N-Out. And that bums me out. But anyway, I got In-N-Out this evening with my boyfriend, and we had a date night. We went to the arcade. We were originally planning to do mini golf and then possibly go and play in the arcade, because they're in the same place. But we ended up not playing mini golf. I can't remember exactly why. I don't know if it was just because it was cold, or there were too many people, or we just maybe wanted to play the arcade. I think it might have been that it was kind of cold that night, so we decided to just stay inside and play some arcade games, which was still really fun, because we have done that where we'll do some mini golf and then play a couple arcade games, but we spent like a couple hours at the arcade this evening, so that was a lot of fun. And then I just marked gift challenge, so that was I think it's like called the Target gift challenge, but we did not go to Target, we went to Walmart. But it's like that one that maybe you've seen around on TikTok, where you have a couple different categories and you both have to pick some small gift within that category. So, like, for example, some of the ones that we did were your favorite snack or drink, something that they want or need. I know we did something for the house, because this was right before we were moving, so we wanted to pick something for the house. Something we can do together and then like a gag gift. I think were the 5 categories that we did. And it was a lot of fun. We were kind of on like a much tighter budget. So I think it would be fun one time to go and do it again. Maybe for like our anniversary this year or something, which is in April. I think it would be fun if we had like a little bit more budget and got to play around with it a little bit more. But it was still really fun. And then I marked taking a shower that night. Oh, I did not realize that I was already past myself, so I should probably speed up a little bit. So on to Tuesday, I marked time with my boyfriend again in the morning, and then I marked cuddles. And then we watched Year One on Netflix. I remember this morning, for whatever reason, we just like stayed in bed all day, which like it's not unusual for us to sleep in or kind of just like have a lazy day sometimes, but like we literally just stayed in bed all day. So we cuddled in bed and we watched Year One, which was just like this goofy Jack Black movie. I don't know, it was fun. It wasn't anything super memorable or anything, but it was a funny movie. And then I marked taking a nap with my boyfriend because, like I said, we literally just stayed in bed all day. So we ended up falling asleep. I think we actually had a little bit of the movie left, so we ended up finishing that sometime later on. But yeah, so I marked taking a nap, and then I listened to an audiobook this day. I apparently listened to The Dating Plan, which is one that I have not finished. I've started it once before too, and I don't know, I haven't gotten super into it or anything. So, I don't know. We'll see if that's one that I ever end up finishing it. Because the first time that I started it physically, and this time I started the audiobook, and just both times I just couldn't really get into it too much. So then I marked reading. I did some reading sprints, and I read A Deal with the Elf King. Still currently reading that one. On to Wednesday, I marked a TikTok binge, which, like I've said before, if I mark it first or last thing on the day, probably means that I stayed up way too late on TikTok. Then I marked that there was the Sarah J. Maas tour, because her newest book, House of Sky and Breath, had just come out on Tuesday, and I had gotten like a pre-order edition of like, it was the tour edition, and so they did an online tour, like an online book tour thing, and so I just watched that, and then I marked reading. I read more of A Deal with the Elf King. Then I did some editing, and I didn't mark what I edited or my voiceover, so I'm not quite sure. I marked next day, though, that I uploaded Alpine, so I'm assuming that I did the editing and the voiceover for the Alpine kit. And then I got my January Fairy Loot, which is a bookish subscription box where you get like a special edition YA book and a couple of like bookish items. Then I went to Barnes & Noble to get the book that I was talking about, House of Sky and Breath. Yes, I said that I pre-ordered the tour edition, but I also went and got the Barnes & Noble edition. I am a collector of books. I like special editions of books. So, yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble this day and got the Barnes & Noble edition of House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. Then I listened to an audiobook. I listened to You'll Be the Death of Me. I can't remember if this is when I started it or not, but I know I read it pretty quickly. That is by, is it Karen M. McManus, I think? And I've read, I think, all of her previous books, or I've listened to all of her previous books, and they're just super quick, like YA mystery books that I really enjoy. So You'll Be the Death of Me is her newest release, so I started that this day, and then I did some dishes in the evening. On to Thursday, I marked having a TikTok binge again, then I marked uploading Alpine, like I said, and then my boyfriend and I went to Applebee's with my boyfriend's grandma. She had just wanted to take us out for lunch since we would be moving soon, because we moved at the end of February, so she had wanted to just take us out to lunch, so we went to Applebee's. And then the next thing that I marked was I feel like shit, because for whatever reason, like, I will just randomly, like, overheat like crazy sometimes. So for whatever reason, after eating, I was just, like, overheating super bad. Like, when we got in the car, I was sitting with the window down and trying to, like, cool down. So I just did not feel good, which really sucked because we were obviously just out at lunch, like, having a good time. I didn't want to ruin that, but I just started feeling super crappy. Then I marked going to the library. This was the day that I dropped off all of my library books because, again, like I said, we were moving soon. So since we were, like, in the middle of doing all our packing and everything, I figured I probably just wasn't going to get around to reading any of these within the next week or so. And so I just turned them all into the library, which really sucked because a couple of them were ones that I was really excited about reading, and there are a couple that, like, I had just gotten off the hold list, like, I would be able to go pick them up, that I'd been waiting on for a while, but obviously I didn't pick them up because we were leaving. So, yeah. Then I marked watching Don't Look Up, which is, I think, the newest, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, had Meryl Streep, what's his name? I can't remember his name. But it's got a couple good actors. Oh, it had Timothée Chalamet. It's got a couple fun actors. And that was a good movie. Again, not like a crazy memorable one for me, but my boyfriend and I both did enjoy it. On to Friday, I marked having a rough sleep from 8 to 10 in the morning. Like, I had woken up and then I had fallen back asleep, and then just within that time, I just didn't sleep very well. I woke up with a headache, which is always fantastic. Then I marked watching some YouTube, and I bought some more printable kits, which was probably from PlannerPixieCo. Yeah, from PlannerPixieCo, I bought some more printables. Like I said, she does new releases on Fridays, and if you order on Friday, all of her new releases are 40% off, and then they're 20% off for the rest of the weekend. So I've been really enjoying, like, buying her printable kits on the Fridays, or just, like, when they're released, because she's been releasing some really good kits lately, and I've been really enjoying doing printables. It's a lot more cost friendly. So yeah, I bought some more printables from her. Then I listened to more of You'll Be the Death of Me, which I don't think I marked anymore this week. No. So I might have finished it that day. Like I said, I've listened to all of Karen M. McManus's books pretty quickly. They've all been like 1 to 2 day reads for me. So I probably finished it that day. And then that evening, my boyfriend and I went and saw Dog in the movie theaters, which is now not his newest, but one of the newest Channing Tatum movies, which actually last night, like in real time, we just went and saw his other one, but we'll get to that in a couple weeks. I think I should probably speed up a little bit. So on to Saturday, I got the tour edition of House of Sky and Breath in. It came in that day. Then I did some filming. I filmed my Galentine's kit from Pink Diamond Planner Co. Then I listened to another audiobook. I continued listening to Razorblade Tears. I transferred some photos that I had from my phone onto OneDrive. And then that evening, my boyfriend and I watched some Disenchantment, which is like a cartoon on Netflix that we both enjoy watching. So on to Sunday, we went to my boyfriend's parents' house because my boyfriend was going fishing with his stepdad, his sister, and his brother. But me and his mom stayed home. But when we got there, his mom was still asleep, so they left, and I just had some me time. I watched Law Abiding Citizen, which is a movie that my boyfriend's mom really loves. Then when she woke up, we went and visited them at the lake or creek or pond, whatever it was that they were fishing at. And afterwards, she bought us some Starbucks and Jack in the Box, which I always love some Jack in the Box. And I very rarely get Starbucks, but when I do, I get the vanilla bean frappuccino because I am not a coffee drinker. I just don't like it. But that was a nice little treat. And then I marked watching Peacemaker. In the same box, I marked Peacemaker and chicken kebabs because mainly me and his mom were like just chilling on the couch watching Peacemaker, which is the John Cena show. And she had already watched, I think, just the first episode. So I haven't seen the first episode, but we literally binged the entire rest of the series that day. It was a fun show. And then, like I said, I marked chicken kebabs because that is what my boyfriend's stepdad made. He's a really good cook, so those were really yummy. And then the last thing that I marked was that we had some family time because we all just hung out after dinner and we ended up playing Cards Against Humanity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like how this spread turned out. I really love the way it looks, and I will definitely be using more foil kits from Moonlight Paper Co. And don't forget that I think this is my last day PRing for Plannahannah, so make sure you use my code or put my name in the notes to seller to get my freebie one last time. If you did like this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up and make sure and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. I'm hoping over the next couple of weeks to be able to post 2 videos per week just to kind of catch up to myself a bit. So that'll probably be like the next 1 or 2 weeks. I don't think it'll be that many. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Look at that hollow. It looks so good. I'm obsessed with this spread. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye, guys.